Hello, and welcome back to yet another episode of Film Clubbed to Death. As always, I'm joined by a man who
Some might say. I don't know the rest of the words.
who's got a beautiful singing voice. Joe Henry Wood.
Please don't use my full name.
Sorry, too late. Cut that.
Yeah, I'm here as well. Joined live from the prison.
Joined live from. We're both in the void, both in the back rooms.
But run out of yellow paint
Yeah, we. It's the memory's not quite right.
or the wallpaper. I don't know.
I don't know if the
Colourblind. I'm a dog.
Yeah, you walk into the back. Is this paint or wallpaper? Just ignore that.
Who's joined this?
Just ignore that big mongoloid or whatever.
But
Don't know if you can say
I
that.
think it
Cut
was
that.
from
Bleep
Mongolia, was it?
that. Bleep that if you can't say that. Can't remember. Don't know what the professional term is.
For
Anyway.
someone from Mongolia.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Everything is a joke. Anyway, this week we're doing.
Sorry, immediately.
Cut that. We'll just start again. What to play my music and walk me back in.
So this is live.
We're doing another Sam Neill. I was going to say epic.
Yeah.
Another mediocre film that Sam Neill's really good in.
Another epic performance from Sam Neill.
We're doing Omen 3, the final conflict in the Omen series.
The last chapter in the Omen trilogy before they slapped two more on.
Well, I was going to say before they made another one. That's apparently the worst one. What is before we begin? What's
Tell me.
your relationship to the Omen franchise?
Well, I've seen the first one and then this one because I
Have you
hadn't seen any of them.
Yeah, okay. You see, you've never seen the first one before this.
Yeah, so obviously in the Sam Neill vibe, you got to have a bit of backstory. I want to give him, the best.
And also, like,
He's done that for us.
Final Conflict, because I rewatched 1, 2, and 3 out of my own choice. Didn't have to. But three and 1 are like, it's like, what was that other thing we watched where you can cut out 2 and it's like, oh, maybe I'm on about Exorcist. But yeah, like
well,
three is a sequel to 1 basically. Like two's got some fun
What happens
kill.
in 2? That's just a really brief.
Well, let's talk Omen 1 quickly, and then I'll.
That makes sense.
Because
That makes sense.
this used to be big for me when I was younger. My mum, for some reason, God bless her soul, she's the devil's spawn. She bought. Well, I don't know who bought it, but I used to have the Amen. I used to have Eamon Holmes collection, and he showed me his BAM. Is
that what he did? Something like that.
he had it. He's flashing his big crack like John Lennon. And for some reason, I had the Omen quadrilogy, and I used to just watch Omen 1 all the time, and then obviously the remake came out in like 2006 or something. Good remake. It's got David Thewlis in.
And
Somebody else, can't remember. Anyway.
is it the guy who plays Wolverine's brother?
Oh, isn't that like Donovan or whatever? What's he called? Ray Donovan.
Yeah,
Lee Schreiber. Yeah.
Schliever Blieber.
But yeah, one really good. Actually, pretty.
One was good.
As a religious, religious horror films, I feel like most of the time do quite miss the mark. Obviously, big exception being Exorcist 3.
And big theologians ourselves. We appreciate when they're honest to the text.
But
respect the source material.
And like, obviously, is it Gregory Peck in the first one?
Yeah, he's
He's
great.
he's great. The kid's pretty good because kids are like
Yeah,
even though he's on the screen for like 12 minutes, but like all the I feel like what
more than Zendaya in bloody Odysseus. Am I right? The Odyssey. Am I right?
you might be right. Yeah. Did you see the Odyssey?
No, no, I can't be bothered.
Exactly. Um, but I feel like something that the Omen does well that the Exorcist also did well is like having like the fear and the religious symbolism like blend in the real world quite a lot. And I don't know if that's
Mm,
because it's like the 70s or whatever, and like it's easier because there's like the technology, like the gap isn't as big in terms of like progression. I know that sounds like crazy because there's like cars and stuff, but it like when like in The Exorcist when she like has the surgery and stuff and the doctors like that doesn't feel worlds away from like the symbolism with uh like in the bed and you see the statue and stuff. And it's like the
mm,
same with this and the same with 3 that I thought was way better than 2 is like the locations feel believable and like it works in terms of like it's not too far. I know it's like the son of the devil and whatever it is big, like especially in the
yeah,
third one,
yeah,
huge prophecies, but it doesn't feel like unrealistic. I know that sounds crazy to say,
yeah.
but
But no, I know what you mean. I was going to bring this up as well because what I thought one or three did, or both of them, to be fair, and the same with The Exorcist 3 Legion, it almost has like the supernatural parts aren't really like nothing, no one flies around, no one does
yeah,
anything. It's just like all these people are murdered or they just die randomly, and
hmm
we're told it's him. And the way he moves about and how all these people act, it feels so real.
yeah.
Like, and I think that's what makes it
Well,
feel more real than having people fly around.
j-
Although, sure, the Exorcist one, amazing. Um,
with
but it is more eerie.
with one, I feel like I read something where sorry, where Richard Donner wanted it to be more vague that Damien had any powers. That's why all the kills. Obviously, by the way, Final Destination definitely stole from these films. Um, they wanted to be
Yes.
more vague, and that's why like the ending is super open, like kind of vague. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like you don't because like
Well,
so
everyone's dead,
two
and he
doesn't
just
lead
looks
in
back.
from one, so he's not with
Right.
like the president. Like it continues, but like the problem I had with 2 compared to what obviously 1 and 3 is 2 spends 3/4 of it like we all know that he's the devil's son, and it's basically the same beats as 1, and it's like as an audience when you already know and like the characters don't, it's kind of like frustrating and like disengaging because you're just like
Mm.
waiting for and it like some of the kills are a bit like all right I guess, do you know what I mean, but it's like it's not like the vibe's not the same apart from the music which obviously they won an Oscar for. Like he comes back but there's nothing like it's like spinning wheels, do you know what I mean, where like 2 I mean
Mm.
3 sorry, you actually feel like oh this is the same character, this is the same like world. It just
And he's a. You can see him being like.
and
I
like
think
2 has
we
a bit
mentioned
of
this
that, but because
before.
like 2 goes to it's his dad's brother. They sort of like his aunt and uncle take over, and like he's back. But it's like
Right.
it's the same. It's basically the same thing. And at the end, he's a step closer to like whatever. But it's like
What's his age in two?
he's like
What's that range from?
15,
Ah,
and
the
he goes to
teenage
like
years.
a military boarding school because Bishop's in it from Aliens, but I think loads of his scenes got cut because somebody was directing it and then they got fired and they brought somebody else in. Can't remember any of their
That's
names.
always the sign of a good movie.
Yeah, but yeah, 3 like leads because 2 the only thing you really need to know about 2 like in between is the guy who is the archaeologist or whatever. in 1 who gives him the 7 daggers. He gets
Mm.
killed at the beginning in this like pretty cool like he gets trapped in like loads of sand, falls in and like he drowns in sand. But like that's the because like that's the only person from 1 who's still alive. Because everybody else who like knows he's the devil's son, like obviously with the photos, gets killed off.
Mm.
And I feel like 3 did that in a really good way, where you're like, he's like this mild mannered young CEO, entrepreneur, whatever. But then like when he's alone, he's like that's where like Sam Neill's performance is really good, where he like really lets it fly.
He lets it rip. Yeah. I think like we mentioned this before on some. I can't remember what film it was, but we were like seeing Sam Neill do his stuff as the like you say the head of the Thorn
Yeah, Thorn, like
Thorn
whatever
Corporation.
industries.
Or
Yeah.
they do everything. Yeah, he's a great guy there, and then he's just fucking losing it. It's like you could write this to any current popular or like well-known billionaire at the moment,
Yeah,
and you're
like
like,
you wouldn't be
yeah,
surprised
they
if
act like a freak.
Peter Thiel had a room in his thing with a like crucified Jesus Christ that he'd like monologue to. Like that wouldn't
Yeah,
be the most
yeah.
shocking thing in the world.
But then, if that came out, it would just be like, "Hey man,
He's
geniuses,
quirky,
they're on
yeah.
another level.
Sometimes you
Let him
need
do his thing."
a room to like ponder.
Yeah, it's pitch black in here, and there's a huge statue of Christ on the cross. Yeah,
And
some people have a bar in their garden.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
You know, what's the difference?
I like, and I'm gonna jump around a lot because I feel like we have no form of structure, and our brains won't allow it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
But I
the
like the
rules don't apply.
reveal in 1. Like I like how, which I think 3 does really well, where it's like all his disciples or whatever, like they burn the hospital with the thing. They have to go find that priest who's like
Mm.
dying and blind, and then it's like the truth's revealed that like obviously his real son got killed, and then like Damien's mom's a
Yeah,
jackal.
that's wild.
And in two as well,
Yeah.
it was just really shit. The doctor's doing like tests on him, and like he's basically like he's got the same bone density as a jackal, and it's like what the fuck? And it's like why would you even know that? Do you know what I mean? Why would like an
Like,
average doctor doing
yeah,
his thing, and he like gets killed in a lift or whatever?
because he's on
Yeah,
the
because
trail,
obviously he's anyone
the
who's
jackal trail.
associated it, and like that's what I like with this one. Where I mean, Final Conflict, where it's like it feels like a race against time. Like Jesus Christ is coming, the babies, and then the priest assassins who were all Mr. Magoo's. But I'm like, there is a better version of this film where it's like a race against time for Damien and
Yeah,
everybody
definitely.
else, and like it's him trying to get these babies and these priests trying to assassinate him. I feel like that like there's a much more
And they
action
each have,
based like because
yeah.
my problem
Well,
with
they
this
each get a dagger,
yeah
basically,
and my
don't they?
problem
But
with this is they just like lots of stuff happens and it just ends, and I feel like it's not
yeah,
because there's a version of
and
this where you
also
want
when
Damien to win because it's like the whole
I kind of wanted him to win.
in 2 and 1 there's no inkling of any like good, so it's like it could just be a nihilistic, like the ending of 1 is like nihilistic, so it's like the whole thing could just be like fire and brimstone and like a bad ending. Do you know what I mean? And it's like kind of there's a
Yeah,
twisted irony with him like dying in a church and then being like, oh well, all my things, I've had a taste of my own medicine. But it's
it
like
was really strange. Like I
but he's
didn't
done
expect
so
it to
well,
go
and then it's just
as
like
Bible
he just
as it
gets
did.
yeah he just gets like I just feel it was an unsatisfying ending for a pretty good build up.
Yeah, well, because in the first one, the guy, the architect or archaeologist, describes like you have to do all 7 daggers like in the shape of a cross,
Yeah,
and
they
then
just that doesn't happen.
they're like, one will do.
Yeah, and even
But when
like
he's walking around, she just runs up and stabs him in the back.
stabs him
I feel
indiscriminately
like,
in the back, where it's like he could have probably survived that, you know.
yeah, but it's a special dagger. The only thing that can kill me.
I know, but I thought it was like he has to be stabbed in like the fucking head or whatever. or through the birthmark.
like a regular. Yeah, or yeah, something like. Well, that made sense with like 7 stabs in the shape of a cross, and it's like on his back. Yeah,
But
that would be
even if you
cool.
didn't
Him
even,
like fighting
or you just had to
while
do
he's getting the
7, like
daggers in,
not even in a cross. If you just had to like all 7 daggers need to stab him because of whatever.
and he
Find
tries to take it out, but it like burns him, and
yeah.
they're
I,
trying to
I,
fight and just get
I just
more
feel
in.
like you could have used the priests more instead of using the old priest who immediately just gets vaguely strangled.
Yeah, did he even get strangled?
I think he
Because it
kind of
was
just
kind of
like
just like
had fell
he
over.
just went. Oh,
You've got. I have
and
to
threw
give.
him away, and I was like,
I
okay,
will give it credit for the baby murders.
oh yeah, great.
They just went full because
We always like kid death
I
on this show, and
because all that's
newborn
yeah,
babies.
yeah,
It's wild.
especially with an iron, which is like that was a good scene.
Just that was a good.
And I love how he always has his devil dogs who can just like mind like. And it was a jump around, but the beginning where that guy blows his own head off, like suicides himself,
That was
unbelievable.
such a like.
Shoots himself right through the
Does he
lip.
just see the?
It was
What does he
unreal.
do? See the? Yeah, yeah, because you see it,
You
didn't you?
see like
And
the
the blood
bullet
all the
hole,
back
and
of
I
the
was
wall.
like, that is really interesting because normally you just like
Yeah, I don't
you
know
don't
how a
see.
shotgun works, but like
No,
we
I
saw
think was it
the
not a
in
pistol?
hole.
I thought it was a pistol.
No, it was huge. It might have been a rifle or something then.
Because there's
I
like
feel like it was
one big
because he
hole, isn't it?
propped it under the desk and then tied tape to the trigger and then the door and
Yeah,
invited a whole
the world's
press tour to come down. And then he's like, "Sir, we're here." Open the door.
yeah. Gets his picture of his wife, like rearranges it.
Jesus. Yeah, yeah.
Because it's like it's much more open that he is using his powers in 3, and because I like the two things I will mention that I really liked is the him going after the youth, being like the head of the youth council. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes so much sense. Where it's like if you want to twist the world in your prophecy, that it's going to break in from the inside, it's like you just get all the youth like manipulated, and then that scene where
Mm.
he goes to like the quarry or whatever, and all his like people there. So it's like you, because before that you like, yeah, he's got some influence, but like what's actually happening? And then you see all those people
Yeah.
who are actually under his control or like
There was
devoted
like
to him,
a
and it's like,
thousand people.
oh yeah, okay, so it has actually been working because it's pretty vague up until then. It's just like well, you're just doing vague politics stuff with Israel or whatever.
And it's also, yeah, maybe he just is a businessman.
Yeah,
Like,
so
does any of it, and stuff just happens.
so I
But
really that, and then obviously it goes into the baby stuff. But I'm like,
yeah, because there's the prophecy is coming true, isn't it? When the Jews return to Zion, there's the stars align.
and
A
something with
baby's
England where
born,
I'm
and
like,
it's
that's definitely not in the Bible. You just added that England bit.
yeah, well, it's from like
Whereas
what is
like
it?
we actually get tax breaks from filming in England, so we're gonna put something in there that we can do there.
We've just rewritten the Bible. Like actually,
Yeah,
it's
it's like,
from the UK. It says Kent in the Bible. That's where they've got that written.
and I think the devil's in a big house in Kent.
Because the other bit is it the ocean, like across turmoil ocean, and he's like, well, it's been translated by scholars that the ocean means politics,
Yeah. That is
and that's when they're obviously talking about like there's a whole thing between them and Israel, and then it's when the Jews return to Zion.
I do like the fact like if you said to somebody who's never seen this, do you want to see a film where a ragtag crew of priests, assassins go after the devil's son? You'd be like, yeah, that sounds. And then you watch them fall off a TV set. What was he gonna do? Jump? By the way, he was nowhere near him. One of them, who's like,
Yeah,
who thinks he has like a bit of a plan, gets thrown off his horse, like pretty easily.
yeah, just immediately,
And then
immediately thrown off the bridge,
And then two of them are
he's
just
like,
trapped in a cave. Like, did nobody like? Because when they went up, by the way, great shot where they go up to that. There's 2 of them there. Why don't you just bring all 7? And like, I know that all the
I feel
daggers
like
would be
this-
there, but it's like surely if 6 people jumped him, then
have we been um, have we had the wool pull over the wool pull? Fucking hell! Have we been misled in? I'll just change the sentence completely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Misled in the power of these like religious fighters from like Van Helsing fighting evil, badass. Is the reality just old guys,
Yeah,
just old priests who
because
are
one
like
of them just looks
trying
like
to
a
fumble about?
Vietnam like
Yeah,
veteran. He looks like he's
yeah,
got
yeah.
PTSD, and he's like the only one who's like not. He's like just looks like kind of homeless, and he's like.
Cause, and they're sitting in the war room, aren't they? They're like they have their own little war room where they're all sitting together, like reading the news. And he's like, "It must be done."
And by the way,
The daggers.
they're like, when can we get him sitting down? And then he's getting in. How fast did that guy get over there? And then just like, no wonder he was fucking knackered when he was climbing up there. No wonder he fell. He was like, I'm just fucking busted a gut to get over here.
Yeah, they really didn't do a very good job.
And did nobody see him pick
Um,
up that dagger? You've actually tampered with evidence at a crime scene.
Yeah, because they only find, well, they only show one at the start when they're at the quarry, and he like nicks it, and it goes duh duh duh, and it's like, what? It was like hidden in rubble.
Yeah, because
Where are the other six?
in two, it's in a Thorn museum that obviously like the uncle owns.
Oh,
And I
yes,
can't really remember.
yeah.
I don't know what happens to them in two. I just don't think they're not.
They're just also there, but I kind of liked.
I mean, the music's great.
I don't know. I just like Damien. I was like, if I'd change anything about this film, it would be have him win. Like,
Yeah, but I mean,
it was
when he bloodies the
cool.
kid, I was like, does this kid fancy him? I was like, there's some weird like tension between it. I was like,
He
I would have
did have
redone
a
that.
weird relationship
I would have
with the
redone that
kids.
because like yeah, I guess he's filled in
It's from the hunt,
his father figure or whatever, but it's like I would like to see more scenes doing that
rather than just
because it's like he hangs out with him a bit and buys him a boat, and then this kid's like, "Fuck you, ma'am," after she's
yeah,
almost drowned.
yeah, immediately. Because when she's like, and that, I think
Hey,
going back to the ending
look over
with,
this fence. And he's, "Oh, see ya." If he just let her die
yeah,
there instead of taking her back to root her, he would have won.
well, yeah,
That
because
proved
even at the end when,
if you if you can't keep it in your pants, you'll get stabbed in the back.
yeah, yeah,
That's the
absolutely. I think that's if there's a lesson to be learned here,
that'll be done. Murder as
it's
many babies as you want, but don't make them.
but do not, yeah, we're trying to cut down. Actually, there's too many around. But in the ending, when she goes to both of them, and is like, "Give me my child back, and I'll tell you where the
Nazarene.
Nazarene is," and the kid's like, "It's obviously a trap," and Damien goes, "Nah, it isn't." Turns out it's a trap.
I like how, by the way, they leave and then she walks back in and says something to Jesus. I'd be like, I can hear you, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
but
like,
I'm just
"Are we
I'm
coming
just
now?"
outside the door. We're waiting for you. Actually, he's like, why are
The
you?
taxi, the meter's running.
Yeah, yeah. I've got this old priest hiding there. He's probably fucking dead by now.
Yeah, he's just in the cold for like 3 hours. They'll arrive soon. And then they just jump on him, and obviously
Yeah, and he uses the kid
it's
as a
the fucking
meat
son
shield.
of the devil. That's badass. To be fair, just
Yeah.
picks it up, take the dagger, dunk,
Cheers.
see ya. Because I mean, if his mission, God, that kid, if his mission is to kill all the kids, and you're a child, and you think I'll be on your team,
Yeah, but he wasn't.
you can't be
He's
surprised.
when you're like 12 or whatever. You're like, well, I wasn't born in the past week, so I should be safe.
Yeah, but I mean, what if it came out as like all 12-year-old boys? Perhaps he's just gonna look at you and be like, "Oh shit,
Well, he's dead,
doing it."
and Jesus won. Rare dub for Jesus.
Jesus won. Yeah.
Do you know what I would have
What's the point at the end of
liked?
the film?
I would have liked him to actually show up and be like, "What's up?"
Well, because I thought it was the baby that was born was.
But the baby obviously wasn't there, so it's like maybe the because was it? I thought it was his partner's son, like his assistant's son, that was Jesus. So I thought when he was dead, he was dead.
Yeah, well,
So there
they
must
kept.
be another kid. Because wasn't his son the last one? Or was there still a couple left? But
I
surely
think
they're
his
already.
son ended up being the last one,
And then he gets ironed to
but
death.
yeah, that is intense.
So it's like, has Jesus won through like default? both both
I think
both
yeah, just
players
like
are both players disqualified. So we just go
because
back
there's
to
a
neutral.
Christ. Yeah, they're like call that a draw.
But what I find
Come back
annoying
next
about
year.
that is there's even in two there's no like. Do you know in Exorcist 3 where they're like Jesus is like shines a bit of the light onto the in the alternate like in the theatrical cut where like he helps out a little bit.
Mm.
There's no indication
Yeah,
and there's
yeah.
no like the world's gone to shit. So is the world just going to start getting better after this? Like all the wars have ended and like what are the what's the
I think
implications for
it's
actually a Jesus cameo?
yeah, like okay, Jesus won. He's standing there now. I don't think anything changes. I think the whole thing about um, Christ and that is that they just sit and watch, and anything that's good is them, and anything that's bad is just like part of the plan, and you have to go through it.
That's such a cop out.
And then when you die or the bad guy dies, it's just and they go
Yeah, another dub for me.
thumbs up. They're like sound. Haven't got off the chair. Didn't even get out of bed.
Yeah, it's like Jesus. You're pretty lucky that he like.
You thank God that woman was there.
I was gonna say pretty lucky that he like flipped a woman over and like shagged her rotten, and then she got fuming and stabbed him. Like I don't think that was you. You were
It took a lot.
Jesus is just like the cook chair. He's like all part of the plan.
Yeah, nice. Again, again.
Damien, you
It took a
son of
hell of
a
a lot
bitch. I'll never
for
get
her
older
to
watching
then
this.
change. Yeah, for her to then decide like, I think this guy might be actually evil.
Because by the way, I would have
Like it,
thought he
it took
was
a hell of a lot.
maybe a bit evil when he told me about an old fish or whatever that he'd seen, and then I see him walk away while I'm drowning. Like, yeah, he's obviously taking me out after, but it's like you kind of fucking had me fall over a fence. By the way,
Yeah, lean on this rickety old piece of wood.
like some guys
There we
already
go.
told me
Look at
you're a
it.
bit evil. I've come over here and you've let me fall into the river.
Because I think it's interesting if someone like if that happened here, I don't think we'd ever be in that position. But if someone came to you and said all this stuff,
What do you mean, Abbott?
I
If I
think
let you fall into the river, I would definitely walk away.
you. Fair enough.
Can you swim?
Yes, I can swim. Bloody hell. Can you? I know I just give off the vibe that I can't.
I just think you'd sink like a stone.
I can swim. I can ride a bike.
Well, because
Um,
I once
but
I once went swimming with somebody who couldn't
oh,
swim. They jumped in and
terrible
immediately sank to the bottom,
activity.
and then like the lifeguard was like, "Can he swim?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Why would you even do? Fucking
Didn't want to be
human
left out, I
beings.
guess.
Sit on the edge. Tough shit. But if someone came to you and was like, "This person is the son of the devil," and he makes the priest makes a really good point because he brings all this stuff and he's like,
Oh, like the
all
birth
these kids are
certificates,
dying, and he's like, regardless of whether you believe that he's the son of the devil or all this is happening because he has superpowers, like these kids are dying.
yeah.
Like that's something that is to
All
latch
these
onto.
boys
And
who
even
were
if you
born on
don't
that
believe it,
day are dead. Yeah.
yeah, and if you don't believe it, and it's not real, he believes it enough to commit those murders.
So would I believe it? Is that what you're asking me?
I don't know if I had a question.
If a priest came to me, I'd be like, number one, I wouldn't let you in the house. I've got to go to bed. Sorry, I'm really tired.
What? Well, what time? like
But
half
it
nine.
looked late at night when she got back and he accosted her outside his house.
Knock, 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 knock.
Hello?
So you in?
Hello?
Hello, it's Reverend Wood.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm actually
I need to
alright. I'm
talk to
not
you
religious.
urgent. What? Oh, no, no,
No, no,
it doesn't mean.
I don't follow any religion.
No, that's fine. That's regardless. I need to talk to you about some murders that are happening.
I, I'm okay. Is this?
Well, I know you're okay, but there's a lot of people that aren't okay, and I think
Yeah,
you're
but
involved. It's your wife.
can you not come back tomorrow?
Well, I've travelled really far.
Well, you should have set off earlier.
That'll do. Um, I just think, yeah, it is scary, and I think that works really well with the, here's the proof. We believe it. Doesn't matter if you don't. It works really well having the supernatural stuff, and the miracles and the accidents all be like you could take out the demon stuff, and a ball could go over and hit that woman on the head, and she drops her pram.
Yeah, because it's
Um,
even if you take
it
out
gets a little bit more, but
the explicit bits where people like he is the son of the devil, in that film you could just have all these people believe that. Like it might not be true. Do you know what I mean? And just if everyone like believes it, it's like just a murder, like conspiracy, like a
yeah,
cult thing. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, people believe enough that he is the son of the devil and will do these actions for him. Because like
yeah,
when the
because
pram was moving away, I was like, oh, somebody's gonna stop it. Like
I didn't
there
expect
was
him
a
to
part
just
of me
get
to be
fucking
like,
wiped out.
I was like, and like the one where the priest's like, does he drown that baby or does he give her back? Because I was like,
I don't know what
because surely
happens.
there should be a few screams from the parents or people watching where they're like, this fucking guy's gonna bit fucking ham on this baby in the
Yeah,
old
because
dunk.
he's like, I named the da da
But then
da,
he's like,
and he's been
it's you can
baptized
hear it like, that was really brutal, by the way.
because they turned around and the parents are just there like,
They look shocked, but they don't like it. Like could like, I was like, is he dead?
don't show, don't tell. It's what's off screen that matters, and it was fucking great. So
Yeah, but give me a scream or something. Not
give
just,
me a
not
give
just.
me a quick zoom in. Give me a Kevin Home Alone scream.
Give me the dad's face is shocked and his pants fall down.
And he's got those huge like
Yeah,
red
white.
polka dot
Yeah,
boots. They're
yeah.
just like
With like love
shorts.
hearts on or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got they've got like the X flap in the butt or whatever.
He's like, you said you'd start wearing those.
Yeah,
Sandra, they're comfy.
yeah. You said you wouldn't wear them to the christening.
Yeah, a lot of kid death.
Yeah,
Um,
brutal. The
more
ironing one.
politics. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't expect there to be as much like politics, both in like actual politics and him like talking to the
I
president.
think
I
there's
mean, he's obviously an ambassador.
just enough.
Oh, he's not the ambassador. He gets the ambassador
Yeah,
thing.
he gets him, and then
But
it's like gets the youth thing as well, and then is still the CEO. Very
this busy
I was gonna
guy.
say very Trump-esque president, where it's like, you know what, you can just keep all your other stuff. We'll just do it as is.
Yeah, yeah, and then he
Wait,
even
you're
says
murdering
like,
babies.
yeah,
Become the ambassador.
yeah, because he says something and he's like, it is illegal. And the president just goes, we'll bend the rules.
Yeah, it's like
He's like, wink,
okay,
don't even worry about it. Right, sure thing, I guess.
but yeah,
Just shows.
it was. I had a good time. Sam Neill was good in it. I do feel like with one, and like there's better surrounding characters. Like no offense to the lady in 3, but like I'd rather her
Mm.
be in it a bit more or like have a bit more urgency or action or something. I feel like 3 really lacks because the priests assassins are so useless. It really lacks like an antagonist for Damien. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like these
Yeah, he
guys are
just
kind of
dies
like if
by
one of them, it
accident at
was
the
like
end.
if a few of them died, and one of them was really good. Do you know what I mean? Or like was like really pushing him because it's kind of just like he kind
Yeah.
of just is winning the whole time, and then like there's
Get him be like slit a little bit on the arm or something, and he like his powers weaken for a bit.
or get
He's like, "Fuck, I'm just yeah,"
or
because
have
otherwise he
some
just
sort of
like you say he turns up.
like before he gets to the church have a time like or like some of the priests expose him to like half the world, so like some people are on Damien's side and and then it like
Mm,
he's got to win now because he needs to take everything over, or like do you know what I mean, like
power
he
of
has to kill the Nazarene now because some people don't believe him and want to go like the Christ way. Do you know what I mean? There's like it's just a bit like
yeah, yeah.
he's winning, oh, he's lost.
And then right at the end, they're like, "How do we end this?"
Mm.
She'll just come in at the end, stab him in the back.
Because I feel
Then we're
like
done.
one does that really well, where it's like all the side characters are really like the photographer. Uh,
When they got together, the photographer and the dad, and like started investigating, really cool.
yeah, and it's
Like
like I feel
really
like
enjoyed it.
I know it's all about Damien, but like it really lacks like the Assassin Priest sounds cool, but it's like when the first one got Mr. Magoo like shish kebabbed, burnt himself.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, these guys really like. I know that like make them a bit more like organized. Like, do you know what I mean?
Not that they
We've been
literally.
we were suspicious of this since he was a kid, and we've been planning this. Like, we
Yeah,
have to do it
yeah.
now.
Not like they've just given a knife to a guy who's been reading the Bible over and over
Yeah,
again
one
for
of them looks like a tramp.
35
We've
years.
given him a
And
shotgun
they
and a
just go,
horse.
yeah, and they're like, go on then. And you're like, we're doing it. Oh, now?
Yeah, I'd
Oh,
want a bit more organization from my Christian missionaries or whatever,
yeah, whatever they were.
because it was
Or
just
hire,
yeah, it was just a bit like I don't know.
hire out from someone else. They got enough money.
But I suppose that all of them are like this, where it's like the characters aren't really like they even in the first one, it's like people telling them what they should feel, kind of. Do you know what I mean? Like the dad kind of just believes it by the end out of like grief for his wife. It's not really like he's not really on board, and then he's kind of
Yeah.
like, oh, I guess the plot needs me to do this.
That is wild, to be fair. Like, in the first one, watching the dad go through and just have, like, the news of, like, they're dead. They're dead now. They're dead now.
Mm.
And just his grief.
The
And then obviously him dying. And then the kid just being like,
the bit where he's like,
oh, hey.
no, daddy, no. I was like, that is good. That
Yeah,
is-
yeah.
And like the to be fair, the suicide with the at the fifth birthday, that is iconic.
Damien, it's all for you. It's all for... Yeah,
It goes
jumps
straight
off the
back
roof
into the window.
and scares that woman who's in the room. That would fucking terrify
I feel
me.
like the remake is
Obviously.
worth a watch of one because it's got that bit of
Do you
that
reckon?
2006. Like, because some of the deaths are different, or the photographer's death is definitely different. That's what I definitely remember.
That was really good. The whole like photography thing was an interesting part. I don't know
I would, I
whether that is something before.
I wonder if
Um,
any of the Final Destination people have like, because they've definitely stolen that from the Omen. Like the accident death things.
yeah, yeah. Because I don't think there's
Because I
much.
swear, even in the third Final Destination, there's people taking photos that like have the premonitions of how they'll die.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's either 3 or 4 or something. One of the Final Destinations definitely has that in. Could be wrong. Haven't seen them for a while, but
Join us next year for
yeah, join us in 7 weeks when we watch every Final Destination. It'll probably be longer than that.
how many? I was gonna say, how many Final Destination films are there?
There's got to be about 8. What's your bet?
Final Destination. Okay.
I'm gonna bet 8.
You're gonna bet 8. I thought there was like 11.
Oh, okay, fair.
But wow,
How many?
wow, this is gonna surprise you. 6?
6.
Yeah,
See, I thought there was.
that is
I thought there was like
crazy.
6 and then 2 newer ones. Because
Oh, there's
Bloodlines
a
is the newest one. Is that
yeah,
6?
there is a seventh one apparently for 2028,
Yes.
maybe. But
Well, fair enough. Bloodlines was okay.
Jesus, I
But
think I watched Bloodlines.
2 is the one with the logs.
I feel like the logs, the ones I know about are obviously
I
the
think
bridge,
Bloodlines has logs as well.
um,
The
the
plane.
sunbed,
Yes, yes.
which is so dumb.
And
Like,
yeah, and there's a one where the guy's eating spaghetti or whatever and falls into like a knife on the fucking dishwasher. I think that's in
you
this.
by that time you're running out.
Well, I think that's in 2. I'm like spaghetti death was. It's either before or
I
after the tanning bed one.
Right. I did like the bit in, I think it was in the trailer for Bloodlines, um, with like the barbecue and it's all super hectic,
Oh
and then he
yeah, yeah, yeah.
smashes a bit of glass,
In the
and then
lawnmower
it,
and
it
shit.
and it's yeah, it's like the glass is in the ice, maybe, but then maybe it's in the floor, and it's like someone's gonna drink it, someone's gonna stand on it, and it's all like so fucking everyone's about to do something,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then obviously lawnmower, horrific. That sort of stuff
And then
is really
what
good
about
because I can see it
the nipple guy
happening.
when he
Is that
magnetizes
the guy
his
that?
he like magnetizes his nipple off or whatever.
Gee, is that
That's
the
in
guy with the
Bloodlines.
tattoo
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. He doesn't die in it, but you think he's
Jesus.
gonna get either gets one of his nipples ripped off or something.
If you had to have something ripped off, what would it be?
My mustache. I guess my
That doesn't count. No hair.
my watch.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Why? What do you get ripped off? Your nose ring.
I don't know.
You want to say nipple, don't you?
Oh,
But like ripped off
I
how?
love freakasm.
Somebody pulling it or like yeah, like what we talking about here. Do you know
A
what?
really strong vacuum.
What I always thought was bad would be the like degloving of your finger.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
That would be brutal.
yeah. Oh,
But you
oh,
you're definitely nipples. You're a nipple guy.
oh. I'm a nip tuck. Yeah, for sure.
Right, we should probably end
Nip
it now. We're
off.
talking about Final Destination, about bits we like in Final Destination Bloodlines.
Yeah.
So
But again, Sam Neill,
we'll do the Omen
great guy.
franchise. Sam Neill, great guy, R.I.P. What are you clubbing?
Uh,
Are you? I feel like you've got to save just because of one,
um,
even regardless.
yeah, I
Because
feel like
one's
obviously I didn't watch
really
2
good. Two's
or 4 or 5.
two's worse than three's a bit bad, but
Mm.
two's bad. But like two's like kind of like dumb. Like some of the kills are really good. Or one of the kills.
Yeah. 2's obviously where they've just gone like the Omen 1 was popular. Like, what did people like?
But this is
Well,
like in the 70s and stuff. It's like when they're not really making like sequels are seen as like low brow. Do you know what I mean? Like that's why
mm,
the Jaws one came later and stuff. People didn't want to do them. Like compared to
yeah,
now, where
yeah,
it's like we need something to have a sequel. Like the ending of one is supposed to be vague, where it's like one
yeah.
you could
You're
just
like, oh
watch
my god,
one and it's
yeah,
like you don't need to watch anything else.
yeah, 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 yeah. We are riddled with sequels,
Mm.
but I think it's good. Um,
Yeah,
it's a really
I'll be
cool
saying
idea.
it. I think
I say cool idea,
the
but
music's great. The like all the religious
yeah, I was
stuff.
gonna say the music.
Religion is
It
scary.
is really interesting. It is super scary. Um, I think there must be a reason all those like The Exorcist and all these religious horror films, because there's so many exorcism films.
Yeah,
Um,
with
I don't know if it's
with
just
Russell Crowe.
because, yeah, doing a Spanish accent, Italian accent.
Italian, I think.
Yeah, like, because I don't know how often that's actually mentioned in the Bible. I don't think it is.
And you have to get
It might
like
be.
an exorcism sanctioned by the Pope, I think. Oh, that's
Yeah, it has to
what
get like come from the.
movies have led me to believe.
Yeah, it has to be signed off by the Vatican,
Mm-hmm. Which I've
and
been.
then you're allowed to perform it. I'd like to go.
I I was trying to get sanctioned, and they were like, "Are you even a priest?" I said, in some ways, I am."
In some ways, yes. I spend a lot of time around schools.
I spent a lot of time wearing a dog collar.
On all fours,
Just
roughing.
just like Jesus wanted.
Yeah. I think if you go to the Vatican, though, you're just going to see the boring stuff. They're not going to let you see the underground bit where they're like, and we've actually got, like, Jesus's hand.
Yeah, they're not letting you
box down there.
see that bit in the Indiana Jones game where it's like all the cursed artifacts.
Yeah, yeah. Like, he's Jesus. You want to see him? We mess with him down there.
Yeah,
He's fine.
we've got his mummified foot or whatever over there.
Yeah. We play backgammon with him. He loves it.
Yeah, that crown of thorns really made him slow. That he's just like. Actually, I think we should get away from this. This is like.
It's borderline.
We're not
but
clubbing
I think
it.
it's fine.
We're going with
No,
it.
we're going to save it. Save it. Sam Neill, again,
All right,
you know,
he'll be in heaven.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Even though I think we've done 3
2.
films where he's evil.
Oh
2
yeah.
films where he's evil.
Ma.
What was the...
He's evil in Daybreak. He's evil in this, and then Math of Madness. He's not.
Oh, he's unfortunate.
Yeah, he's unfortunately evil.
He's misunderstood. he's misunderstood.
We're gonna.
Crazy.
We'll be back to doing some random bullshit next week. Sam Neill. We're letting good dogs lie, or whatever the fucking saying is.
Yeah, he's got some incredible work. An incredible guy.
But we need to go back to our random bullshit.
It's too... You can't shit on it too much when you really like the
Yeah,
person and they've just passed away.
yeah. We love shitting.
Oh, I'm on the toilet now.
Stand up. Blow that if you stand up.
Oh.
Right.
Right.
On those notes.
On those
It's goodbye
notes.
from me and goodbye from him.
And it's goodbye from him. And it's goodbye from me. Thank you for listening or watching. Or both.
And
Or neither.
give us some feedback and a thumbs up and a slap and tickle.
We did get a comment on YouTube actually that I think is a bot or a scam. So we're getting there.
And you've definitely been hacked by it immediately.
And I just said yes and straight away. I was like, count me in.
You were like, you've come from my foot fetish Reddit, have you? My diaper play.
My diaper play. Look, hey,
No.
if you feel comfortable.
Don't
doing
look,
it.
hey, we're not doing diaper play.
Hey, look, hey, hey. Goodbye.
Bye.